Talk to me about the app marketplace. What's the app marketplace?
Well, that's a jolly good question, Luke. You're just a fountain of knowledge of all things Xero. Let's come back. So, firstly, what is the app marketplace? It's a part of Xero where you can go and look at other apps. So there's other software developers out there. There's more nerds than the ones that are just employed by Xero. And I think to be a nerd these days is a really cool term, because this software is some really, really smart stuff, and it blows me away. And it's software that bolts onto Xero. So in other words, it integrates with your accounting stuff to do other things. So it really expands the capability of what your accounting software can do. So the real common one would be inventory. The inventory module in Xero is reasonably basic, and is good for tracking small amounts of inventory or time at a simple level. But beyond that, and if you need to start and track multiple levels, multiple items of stock, and they're held in different warehouses, and you're an importer or an exporter or something like that, then you're going to want to be looking at some of these providers here. And we've had clients look at SimPro, Unleashed. We've got clients that are using Deer. We looked at TradeGecko before. There's a whole heap there, and there are businesses out there that are specialists as app integration advisors, and they know some of these apps incredibly well, and what will work probably better for your business than you having to go through and work it all out. But you have to obviously pay for that as a service. But you can see here, you can do it by function, or you can do it by industry. So, if I'm in the automotive industry, what are some things that I'm going to want to do? Go cardless, absolutely, because I want to get paid. And there's some stuff here to be able to track, if I'm a panel beater, presumably. And most of the stuff here has got CRM bits and pieces built into it. So you're backing customer relationship management stuff.
Magic. I like that. That's probably a good one for people to have a look at, just by industry, so that they can have a think about what other people might be using, or what may be out there.
Yeah, heaps here. Health. I mean, you'll be running your own clinic, so I suspect
clinics.
Yeah, that there'll be a bit of software in here to help you run a more efficient clinic.
Yeah, Timely is a very popular bolt-on for a lot of people in the beauty industry and whatnot, and booking times and showing what times are available, and automating a lot of the booking process, which is probably only really recent technology over the last couple of years, but has put a lot of time back into businesses' days and made them a lot, and then therefore increase their margin, right? Because they're not having to pay an admin person to do it. And so all those types of businesses have actually become more profitable. It's a little bit of accounting 101 whilst you hear those listening.
Yep, and I think a general rule of thumb is if you're in business, chances are that a problem that you have encountered or a manual process that you are doing, somebody's been down that road before and has probably automated it. And Google is an absolute fountain of knowledge. You've just got to be prepared to invest the time and do a bit of groundwork on trying to see what's out there. And you can end up going down a few rabbit holes, but it's absolutely endless. One of the ones on automation at a pretty basic level is Zapier, right? Where it can automate tasks, and that's mind-blowing how that integrates between different cloud software applications and can automate stuff that would normally be done manually. Ultimately, if you can make stuff automated and you have confidence that that process works, you're freeing up somebody's time to be able to add value in a different way, and hopefully add to your bottom line and grow your business.
Beautiful. Could you just click on that franchises tab there? I just want to see if there's what comes under the franchises. There might be a few accounting firms that need to use this, some of the bigger ones. Oh yeah, they might be using a few of these. Good to see. What about
Profit Seed, perhaps?
T-sheets, time tracking. Phil and I are actually just taking the mickey out of some of the bigger accounting firms, to be fair, because we don't keep timesheets, but it's very commonplace in our industry. So sort of breaking the mold as we do.